We got to, you know, restore the 58, restore the 67, restore the 67, restore the 47, the 88, the 52. You know, come on.
The late night service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, instead of perfecting what we have in this organization.
And the reason why I want to go in, i.e., and maybe with you with me, but you don't have to be there with me. I'm a big boy. I can go and present this, but I wanted you to...
The scheduling department?
Read that and critique it.
They're not going to do that. Go to the board and make this. Go to the board. They're the ones... The scheduling department's taking their orders from Fred. And Fred is saying, you do this, you do that. I already know who runs this place. It's Fred. Don't ever fool yourself. It's Fred. Fred is in complete control.
But I want you to critique...
So, let me see. Last bus, Beaverton... at 11:30, maybe 1. Is that the 58?
I think so.
Yeah, the Saturday service on the 67 and the 58 is pathetic.
10:30 in the morning?
It's pathetic.
How can that ranch man...
That doesn't gig anybody to work.
No, that ranch manager over here at the Lloyd Center at U.S. Bank, she told me, she said, how am I going to get to work?
Yeah, you're not. Not on the TriMet.
And she said, then on
Last
Saturday,
bus is 5:21 on the
right.
60. Yeah, I heard that on the 60. It's pathetic.
That's bogus.
That's pathetic.
So
that's pathetic, is what.
But then I'm seeing these 4s running every 15 minutes till midnight on the weekend, and I'm on one of those 4, and I'm going up that thing empty.
Yeah, I know.
Then they go, oh no, we have electric counters. And I said, yes, your electric counters count the people that are getting on in St. John's, taking the 3-block trip or 3-mile trip, doesn't make any difference, to go to Safeway, they get a milk, a dozen eggs, a pound of butter, and a 6-pack of beer, and getting back on the bus and going 4 blocks. And that's counted as a ride. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a boarding, we call it.
Yeah, it's basically...
Every time somebody gets on and off, it's a boarding.
But no, that's not a passenger where I can show you employees at Higgins Restaurant or the Hilton Hotel bartenders or the barmaids at Mary's Club. They take that 58 to go home, and there's no way to get home now after 6 o'clock, and I'm adamant about it. These are my
those are your. I understand. I understand. You're connected to them.
These are my neighbors on 87th Avenue.
Yeah. So you know them, just like I know my 89 people, and these are not just passengers. These are people I know.
And that's why I'm saying. My argument is 10:30 till 5:30 on Saturday and Sunday. What kind of schedule is that? Meaning, I go down to town on the weekends. I can't even get home from Saturday market.
Yeah.
Saturday market goes till 5:30. Well, I like to stick around and maybe have something to eat on Sunday night, and then I can't go home on Sunday night or Saturday night. Or for that matter, when we have our alumni club meeting downtown, I can't get home. And what do I do? Well,
take a cab, drive
or take another bus, but it's out of my way. That 58 is in fact, here's the other thing about the 58. Have you driven the 58?
Yes, I loved. Oh, I did that for a long time.
Yeah,
I love
the 58 actually beats light rail. If light rail and my 58 leave Goose Hollow at the same time, I pull into Beaverton 2 to 3 minutes earlier than light rail does, with less hassle.
Yeah, same thing.
You get me to talk.
The same thing happens on the 67 from 158 to Beaverton. Mm-hmm. A lot of times I beat that. And they don't have to walk all the way from the light rail platform to catch the 58, you know. Well, the problem with it is that they've made these decisions at the highest levels.
Well, then I need to go in. Who do I present my argument to?
Well, it's board of directors.
Okay.
And ergo, Fred Hanson's sitting there looking at you, staring you down.
Okay, so how do I get into the board of directors?
I'll let you know when the next one is, and
I'll go down.
You have to be signed up to speak.
I'll go down and speak. It's John Q. Public.
Well, maybe I'll come with you.
And John Q.
Jason McHuff goes to all of those, so you'll be filmed.
And I'll present the same argument here.
Yes.
And based on what I see on these
great.
Chris Farley air quotes frequent service routes, there's nothing to frequent service. In fact,
there's no more frequent service. It's over. Never was, really.
But here's the thing. Here you go. Perfect example. I'm on the 4 last week. I'm on the 9 last week. I'm on the 14 this week. Every 15 minutes. Now you have Slowpoke Steve. My nickname, the Snail. The Slug.
Yeah.
I'm slower than slow. Okay. If I'm getting up to St. John's a half an hour late, or 15 minutes late, that means those people along the 4 haven't seen a bus for a half an hour. Correct?
Well, they're 15 and they have to wait.
Right, and I'm supposed to
They're
come
gonna
every
have to.
15 minutes, but I'm 15 minutes late, so they haven't seen a bus for a half an hour, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, number one, in 5 days last week, I never had one person ask me, driver, you're real late, where's the service? And number two, you'd think because I'm 15 minutes late or half an hour, I'm standing room only.
Can I have some more coffee, please? Yes.
That's not the case.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is those routes that are currently at 4 an hour, they can go 3 an hour. And the 14, that thing runs empty. 4 an hour on the 14, 4 an hour on the 4, 4 an hour on the 9. From downtown up to that
it's
Sutherland,
ridiculous.
it's empty. And
It's
my
ridiculous.
whole argument is you take one bus off the 4,
Right.
one bus
Oh,
off the
there's-
9, one bus off the 12, and give it to the 58, the 67,
There's
the 88,
I
the
got
47, bingo,
That
and then
makes
and boost up to 52. And how about that service between Beaverton Transit Center and Washington Square? That's standing room only.
I know.
You can increase that and put one of those buses on that. Everybody's happy.
But
You haven't laid off
Portland
any.
gets the service.
You
Yeah.
haven't laid off any drivers. You get more service out to where we desperately need it. And trust me, those people along Division, Powell, and Hawthorne on Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday night do not deserve 15-minute service from 6 in the morning to 11:45 at night. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. I drive it. I'm driving an empty bus.
Yeah.
Don't believe me? Bring your camera. You can blog with me on Saturday night.
Yeah.
It just
Well,
doesn't
maybe I
happen.
will.
Doesn't happen.